Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. We're going to see what it is you have to expect for this week. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. First, we're going to do 2 readings, okay? At least that's the plan. We have the 5 of Blades coming out. What do you have to expect this week? 7 of Blades in reverse. Somebody is going to confess something here to you. You're going to communicate with this person. This could be somebody from your past. Somebody that you had some really good memories about. Okay, so somebody's coming toward you to confess something. They're ready to confess because it's their consciousness. Their consciousness is bothering them. And this is a secret that this person has been holding with them for years. That's what I'm hearing. Years. I see this person coming back towards you. Okay, so they don't live around you, but they're coming towards you. Okay? And this could have something to do with a relationship or money. Okay, I'm going to put these to the side. It has something to do with the relationship or money. Maybe they, for one of you, they broke you up from somebody. They caught, yes, in a relationship. Okay. I think this person did something in a relationship that you were in. They destroyed a relationship that you were in. You were supposed to get an offer. You were supposed to get something and you didn't get it. Yeah, I'm hearing you didn't get the proposal or you didn't get the invite to something. And this person, it was because this person, oh my gosh, they did something. And I'm seeing this person, they're afraid. They're afraid of what you're going to do. They're afraid of what you're going to do to them. But why do they want to confess? Yeah, it has something to do with a blessing. You were supposed to receive a blessing, an invitation, maybe to a gathering, maybe to a wedding. You were supposed to go with somebody. This was something about somebody wanting to invest in you, and that person wasn't able to invest in you because of this person. This person did something. Okay, let's find out what they did, because what the heck did they do, right? Something about the 4 of Wands coming out. They took your blessing and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Huh. Why is this person confessing now? That's the thing. Okay, I'm going to find out. But first, let's find out what they did, because I'm curious what they did here. So I'm getting like it might have something to do with this person. This person felt like you weren't ready for a relationship at that time. So they interfered because they were worried that it was going to cause them stress. They were worried that it was going to cause them... Yeah, it's coming out as stress. So for one of you, I'm hearing that this person caused you and another person to drift apart. Okay, like that person would call or something like that, and this person wouldn't give you the message, or they would delay the message and make it like hours later or something like that, where they made it seem like you weren't as into the other person as you were, you know, giving the other party this impression that you could just leave them at any time, like, you know, it wasn't something important to you. But I'm hearing that that person was important to you. That was somebody that you really liked, somebody that you really wanted to get involved with. Okay, I'm hearing that this person knows. They know that you're going to be upset. They know it. Why they're trying to come in and tell you, I don't know, but they know that you're not going to trust them after this, okay? They know that you are going to be, you know, really upset, you know, just... And you know what? For one of you, they know that you've held a torch for that person for years. Yeah. And they did this on purpose. Wow. So they want to tell you, but they're being very cautious, okay? And they might want to tell you online, because we do have the World card, so this might be through an email or on Facebook or social media or something like that. Like, they want to tell you. And they're feeling on edge. I don't blame them. They're feeling on edge because they took something from you. They took your choice. They took your decision. They took something away from you. And it has something to do with one of you. Maybe it does have something to do with money, maybe a job. Okay, maybe you got the job and then you never got the message that you got the job. For another one of you, this is about a relationship, okay? Yeah. I'm going to just ask Spirit right out. This could be a family member, guys, okay? Because the Ten of Cups is coming out. Could indicate a family member. I'm hearing like this person just wants to come clean, okay? They're tired of holding back secrets, okay? But this is definitely going to cause a tower moment. They're tired of hiding secrets from you. Tell me more. Okay, tell me more. It's like they're trying to, they want to unload their emotional damage. They want to unload this emotional things that are going on with them emotionally, okay? Like, they want to, like, let go of, emotional stuff that they're carrying on their shoulders, and part of it is the things that they've done to you. And yeah, it could be about you getting a job, you didn't get the job because of them, or it could be both, okay? I'm getting like sibling energy, okay? But it could be cousin, whoever, right? And they interfered in a relationship because they felt like you weren't ready for a relationship, but it was more because they weren't ready for a relationship. I feel like this is somebody that is the same age as you, okay? So they made that other party think that, you know, you just weren't into them, right? That kind of thing. They kind of like said things on the phone, like, oh, she didn't call you back, or, you know, stuff like that. And things that they knew that that person wouldn't tell you or want to confront you, or, you know what I mean? So it must have been like at the beginning of the relationship, or just when you were just getting to know that person. Because if you had known that person really well, that person would have been like, what is wrong with you? You know what I mean? If that person had known you very well, they would have been like, why aren't you calling me back? What's going on? You know? But because it was at the beginning, you know, that person felt awkward about maybe saying something, right? So, yeah, that's what it is. So they're definitely coming in to create a tower moment. Ooh. Okay. Okay. It's going to be bad. It's going to get bad. It's going to be bad. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be bad. They're going to release all this baggage on you. Huh. Okay. It's like they felt like they needed to sacrifice you. Okay. They feel like they needed to sacrifice you. This person felt like, yeah, I feel like this person has done some really crappy things that you're about to find out. Not even half of it. I don't think this person is going to unload everything on you at one time. So I see it being like a little bit at a time. Okay? Because they're worried. They don't want to push you to the point where you're going to like strike back at them. You're going to do something to them. Okay? They're investigating something. They're checking out something here. Okay? They're like I'm hearing like they're feeling around for something. I don't know. I don't understand why, but they're feeling around for something. Like they're trying to guesstimate what your reaction would be. This person is sick. That's what's going on. This person is sick. Okay? Doesn't have to be terminally sick, okay? I just don't know, but it is saying that they are sick. They might be going into the hospital. Maybe this is their like final confessions or something like that, where they want to like release that or get your forgiveness before they pass or something like that. Okay, that's what's going on. Yeah. Okay. And they're hoping that you're just gonna like forgive them, forgive and forget. That's the energy that they're hoping for. They're like, okay, that you'll see. It's kind of like they're hoping that you'll see, like, you know, this is a sensitive situation. They're going into the hospital, something like that. And they're hoping that you'll just like forgive and forget. That's the energy I'm getting from that. It's like they want to admit defeat too. Like they want to let you know that you won or something like that. Maybe you don't know that you won. Maybe there was a competition between you and this person to get somebody's attention, a love interest attention. And they want you to know that you actually won. You won, they didn't, but you think that you lost. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. All right. That's what came out, Aries. So somebody's sick in your family. They want to confess. You won. You got the guy or you got the girl, okay? Or you were supposed to, okay? But it never happened. That's the thing. It never happened. And that person wants you to know. It looks like they're confessing. I'm going to see what else they're going to be confessing. Wait, what else are they going to be confessing? Anything else besides about the job and a love interest? Ten of Sticks came out. Okay. So they're willing to take the blame for something. And the Tower. Oh, I think this person has they've gone through some kind of wake-up call. Okay. Be careful. This person might be coming in to drain your energy. Okay? Drain your energy, stress you out. I mean, don't get me wrong. They still say that they want to confess that they've made, big mistakes in this connection with you. And I think you're going to be really surprised and shocked when you find out the things that this person has done. So it goes deeper. Okay? It goes deeper. It's not just about you not getting the job that you actually did get, or the relationship that you actually did get, It's like this person has stolen quite a bit from you. Okay? Yeah. And they need to clear their conscience because I think this person believes that they're passing away. So they want forgiveness before they leave, right? That kind of thing. That's what came out, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading, okay? Hopefully this helps you. Catch me in the next reading. I'm about to do another reading. I was going to do it to this, after this one, and attach it to this video. Should I? Yeah, alright, let's do it. How long is this video? This video is not that long, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what's going on. Tell us, what is going on around Aries' energy, and what should Aries know? What is being hidden from Aries? That's what we want to know about. At least that's what I do. If you're new here, this is my specialty, right? I think every reader has their specialty, and this one's mine, right? Mine is about digging up dirt on everybody around you, right? Find out what's going on around you, what it is that you don't know is going on around you, okay? Tell me more, Spirit. I see a lot of reminiscing about the past. Okay, I am seeing a lot of reminiscing, but I'm seeing you being pretty happy with what you got. Like, you're really happy with your assets. You're really happy with your life. For one of you, if you are in a love connection with somebody, you're happy in that connection. Okay, but there is something going on here. This also came out, so this is going to be a longer reading. I'm going to put these to the side. So I'm hearing that somebody who had ill intentions towards you did something to you here that really broke your heart, really caused you a lot of stress. It might be trauma that you haven't healed from, okay? Maybe you had some conflict with this person. It could be an Aquarius or somebody who has Aquarius in their chart. You know what? This person attacked you. Somebody attacked you here, okay? And the reason why is because you are coming out in this reading as the Nine of Cups. So, with you coming out as the Nine of Cups, it tells me that you're very content. You're a happy-go-lucky type of person. You're satisfied with your life. You're just really happy. It can also indicate like you have achieved many things in your life, okay? Like many things. Like you've done and achieved so much, right? We also have the Four of Coins, so it makes me feel like, you have a lot. going for you. Alright? Things that you've succeeded in, things that you've done, that has something to do with this. Okay? Because you're coming off as being so self-assured. You're coming off as being, well, this person might view you as being smug. Okay? Like they view you as being smug and self-absorbed, you know, everything's about you. Well, sorry, but most people are like that, you know. When people are communicating, they're talking about themselves most of the time, right? Like 99% of the time. Unless they're gossiping. You know what I mean? But most of the time, people do talk about themselves. That's part of conversation, right? People talk about their problems or whatever's going on in their life, right? You're coming off as being very content with what you got. You know, and for some reason that's annoying this person, okay? It's really annoying this person. I feel like this person's a bad spirit. You have a bad, lingering spirit here that's around you, okay? It does look like this person uses the disguise of being a Christian or being a God-fearing type of person. They might be somebody that you know from church or from an organization, okay? Maybe a school. School's an organization, right? Um, but it's like they feel like they have the right to teach you something. You know, they're going to teach you something because you need to learn something. It's that kind of energy. Because they feel like you're arrogant. Yeah, you're arrogant. That's what they're trying to say. You're not arrogant. Okay, you're just self-assured. But this person, they want to twist things around and make it sound negative, right? So they're trying to say like you're just arrogant, you know, and they're going to come in and they're going to teach you a lesson, and they're going to teach you. They're not going to teach you nothing. They need to go teach themselves something. And maybe if they had some accomplishments under their belt, they wouldn't be like observed or obsessed with you, right? Observed. They wouldn't be so obsessed with you, right? They should just go off and get busy, but they're not. They're not doing it, and they're not going to do it, okay? This person may have tried at one time to become an artist, okay? Some kind of artist, maybe something to do with music, something to do with writing, something to do with maybe painting or something like that, right? But they tried to become an artist and they were unsuccessful, and for whatever reason, they feel like it's your fault. It's something that they cannot move on from. It's something that they cannot let go. Okay? They're bringing issues, and it's like they're bringing their own self issues into this. Okay? That's what it is. This is their own self issues, their own trauma of them not being able to be successful. Okay? This is somebody who's constantly second guessing themselves, so they don't have the confidence that you have. Okay, so that makes them angry that they don't have what you have, right? This could be somebody who is always holding back. So because they, you know, you're always putting yourself out there. At least that's what I'm getting from this. You're the person who always puts yourself out there. Win or lose, you take it. Okay, so if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. If you lose, okay, you're like go with the flow, right? You know, you win, you lose, you kind of go with the. There's a word I'm looking for. I don't know, the ups and downs, right? This person doesn't even try, okay? They don't even try. They don't even put themselves out there. They don't even try anything. And it's like this person is just becoming more and more self-aware, okay? I feel like this person is becoming aware of their losses, okay? And they feel like it's because of you, but it's not because of you, okay? It's not because of you. It's just, yes, you might shine brighter than them because you actually throw yourself out there, you know? But the thing is that this person is not looking at the times that you've lost. Everybody loses, right? You have to lose in order to win. It's just the way life is. You actually do have to lose before you win, right? But it's just that when you win, people notice it more, right? It's like when you watch the Olympics, right? You pay attention more to the winner than you do the loser. But how many times has that person who finally won, how many times did they lose before? Was it their first tournament and they just like walked in there and win? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure they had to go through other tournaments to get to that point. You get what I'm saying? So because of your wins, it's making you like shine more. It's making them notice your wins more, right? It's emphasizing them in this person's mind. So this person really does think that they're going to make themselves feel better. You know what I mean? Like if they teach you this lesson, it's going to make them feel better. But they don't realize they're using just toxicity and manipulation. You know what I mean? They're actually causing themselves this kind of pain. It's them, not you, but they're blaming you. And they think that the more that they do this and the more that they try to seduce you, because Aries, this could be a seduction too. Okay? Tell me more. Yeah. So they think that the more that they seduce you and set up this trap, that they're going to throw you into the Nine of Swords energy. Okay? Like they really think that they're going to succeed in putting you in this energy, which is not what's going to end up happening here, right? Because what's going to end up happening is you're just going to jump into the Page of Blades energy. That's what I'm talking about. You're the kind of person, like, you roll with the wins and the loses. I mean, it's just the way it is, right? Because you can't win without losing, and you know that, and this person hasn't learned that. Okay? They haven't learned that. They're going to try to pressure you into something. Okay? Something that's going to affect you negatively. Something that's going to possibly isolate you or, you know, make you, like, stressed out where you can't sleep, right? There's something here that this person does not want to accept. And that is just simply that you're better than them. Because you actually run out there. I don't know why I'm getting like something about skateboarding or riding a bicycle. Like you rode the bicycle. You fell down, but you got back up and you got back on the bicycle, and now you learned how to ride that bicycle. Where this person got on the bicycle, it fell down, and they wouldn't get back on it, so now they're angry because they're having to watch you ride your bicycle, right? I'm getting that because you might know this person since your childhood, and it seemed to be something that was sparked since you were like really young. So I feel like this could be a sibling, okay? Now they think that they're going to be able to inflict this pain and suffering upon you, but instead you are just going to bounce up. Like you're not even going to, it's not going to affect you at all. You're going to just be like, okay, I lost. Let's move on. Let's go to the next thing. That's what I'm hearing. Let's just go on to the next thing. What's the next thing on my list? And that might be what you're actually doing. Okay, like you're actually gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna look what's next on my list. I'm gonna make a plan here. I'm gonna move on. You know, I'm gonna just move on. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, this person is going to be keeping tabs on you, Aries. Okay, they're gonna want to see your reaction, and your reaction is going to be exactly what it has always been, and that's you moving on and making a plan and moving on. There you go. That's what you're gonna do. So you know what? And for one of you, this person is definitely watching you on social media. Somebody that you don't expect. You know what? I actually see you saying something to this person here. Okay, it looks like you're going to tell this person something that's going to be very truthful. Like you're going to slap them with some truth. Something that's very honest. But it's going to be your way of standing up against this person. Okay? Standing up against how this person has like convicted you possibly your whole life and picked on you your whole life, Aries. And this is going to be you standing up for yourself. For one of you, you're a very skilled debater. So it looks like you are going to debate with this person. I don't think this person's going to like that. Because they want you to react in a different way. Oh yeah, they're not going to like it. That's the next card out. Oh yeah, they're not going to like it. So you're going to debate with this person like, well, you know, like you're going to tell them they could do it too. They could get up. They could do something for themselves. They could manifest something for themselves. But instead, they want to sit there and cry about what you got going on. So this is somebody that has watched you get up and succeed, or get up and try, and then they go off and sulk in their room and cry lie about it. And that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. So they've been this way since y'all were young. This is terrible. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. This person is going to try to make you feel guilty, okay, because they're going through some kind of issues here, maybe financial issues. And then this person's going to come around and be like, well, you don't understand. I'm going through difficult times, this and that. And they're going to, like, try to make you feel guilty about that you are on top of things and they're not. That you have the ability to manifest something, but they refuse to do it. It's not because they can't do it. It's just because simply they refuse to do it. Okay? And that's what it is. There's something about you shining, getting rewarded, getting acknowledgement, right? That's killing this person. It's bothering this person. So they're going to try to make you feel guilty. And they're going to try to create a situation to make you feel like it's your fault. Or something is unfair and it's your fault. It's always going to be your fault. Just remember that. It's always going to be your fault, okay? Now, I am seeing a drastic change from this person, like a drastic change in the relationship between you and them. I feel like, looks like you're going to just walk away from this person, okay? You're not going to want anything to do with this person. Looks like you're not going to want to invest in this person anymore, okay? Because you're done, you're tired. There might be something going on, again, it's saying a relationship. So you might have had a relationship that this person, or you have a relationship that this person is jealous of, and it could be with a father figure, okay, just so you know. Maybe your father was closer to you than them, or an uncle who was closer to you than them, grandfather, whoever it is, right? This person's upset about it, and they want to combat you, cause conflict for you because of it, because of you having that relationship with that father figure, whoever it is. This father figure could be somebody who passed away already. And that might be for one of you. The father figure that they're talking about passed away already. So, apparently, like, it's too late for them to develop a relationship with that person. So they feel like you hogged that person. Like, you hogged their attention, you hogged their love, you hogged their affections. That you got it all and they didn't get anything kind of energy. Okay, so they're going to be telling you that they always felt like they were on the outside looking in, like they were always outside the door, or they actually were outside the door, or outside the window while this person played with you, or spoke to you, spent time with you. Okay, like they're gonna tell you that they were always seeing or watching, and yeah, this person has a bad spirit. That envy is really getting to them. They're allowing that negative emotion to become who they are. You know that? They really are. They're allowing that negative emotion of jealousy to become who they are. They're not even trying to fight it. They're not even questioning themselves or correcting themselves or telling themselves like, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling that way? You know what I'm saying? Like a normal self-aware adult would do, right? When they're feeling a certain kind of way and be like, why am I feeling that way? That's weird, and question themselves. No, this person's not doing that at all. They are just wanting to point the finger to you, make you feel guilty. So Aries, don't be surprised when this person starts saying that somebody loved you more, or you were the favorite, or you got everything easy. Everything just came easy to you. The whole world has just become easy to you, which is not true, okay? But I'm not trying to, like, invalidate this person's feelings about something, but I will say that their way of viewing things is very distorted, you know? I mean, their feelings are their feelings. They have a right to their feelings, but they don't have a right to attack you. I'm gonna say something. I feel like this is an extension of that person that's coming towards you to confess something that they've done to you in a relationship or a job. I actually feel like this is the same person. I'm actually picking up on the same person, because this definitely feels like an extension of that. And the way that this person is pointing the fingers at you, it's kind of like they want to blame you for their feelings. They want to blame you for their own negativity in their life, or their negative feelings. They just, instead, yeah, they don't want to take accountability or responsibility, or, you know, they don't want to be self-aware, right? Because that would take energy, that would be a responsible thing to do. And I think this person doesn't want to be responsible. They just, oh man, I don't know what to tell you about this person, Aries. They're going to say that they were ignored and it was your fault they were ignored. It wasn't your fault, Aries. But they're going to try to say that it was your fault, okay? Alright, anything else? I don't think I need to verify anything here. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading, Aries. Okay? I see you as walking away from this person. I see you as distancing yourself from this person, because there's no way that you're going to win with this person. I mean, you could literally sit there and argue with this person till your face is blue, and this person is not going to change their point of view. It does not matter. Okay? It just does not matter what you say or do. It's not going to be enough. Okay? It's never going to be enough. I see this person is under some kind of illusion, and that's it. They're going to live their life, the rest of their life, under this weird illusion instead of looking at reality. Okay? And because they have that kind of perception, you know, they're just stuck with it. And for one of you, this could be because of something that somebody said to this person. They have this image of you in their life as children because of somebody that was around y'all, okay? And that's another thing I saw here. It could be from a Scorpio, or it could be from another male figure that said something, right, that made this person feel like they were completely left out. It could be somebody of y'all's own age, an earth sign, okay? But there is somebody, there was or is a devil who has been whispering in that person's ear, okay, making them feel and think a certain kind of way about you, right? And usually it's a narcissist who does that, okay? Because the way, well, we did have the devil, so I feel like the devil is the one that's doing that. And, you know, what they do is they whisper in one person's ear, and they might have whispered in your ear, but it didn't stick with you, right? Because your energy is so positive, so that makes sense that wouldn't stick with you, but your sibling or whoever this person is, it did stick with them, right? Because they're not high vibrational, right? That means you've been high vibrational since you were a kid. You've always been like, you know, let's just be happy, and let's just, you know, kind of energy your whole life, right? And that person has not. That person has had negative feelings in them, and that's why whoever that was that whispered in their ear, that's why it stuck with them. Okay? So the things that person whispered in that ear is still with them today as an adult. They're not going to change. They've been in that energy since they were, you know, a kid. You know what I mean? So it's going to take a lot for them to grow out of that. If ever. Yeah, if ever, to tell you the truth. They're stuck in that illusion, and they're going to stay in that illusion, because that's the illusion that was built for them. Unfortunately. I'm going to get out of this reading, Aries. You are shocking this person, okay? I want you to know you are doing things. Yep. Confirmation. I'm hearing that you are doing things you are passionate about, you are excited about, you have a very strong creative side to you. I literally said, okay, God, give me confirmation, and boom, here it was, right? So you're going to move forward, okay? And you're going to continue to move forward, and you're going to continue living your life. This is just a hiccup. It might cause you a little heartache, you know, because it's a really sad situation. You know, that you had a narcissist in your life that was playing you and possibly this sibling of yours against each other, right? To the point where that person has done some really crappy stuff to you, okay? But you're gonna move forward, okay? You're gonna move forward. You're gonna continue to shock that person and keep rising and winning. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. And that person is gonna stay bitter the whole time. They're always going to see themselves as the loser or they're always going to see themselves as the underdog, okay, the one that got cheated out of something. They're always going to feel that way. Always. It's just the way it is. Alright, Aries, catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm going to get out of this reading. Y'all take care. Bye, guys.